That easy. Add toolbars in AutoCAD. Let's start with a new file. Let's left-click on the New drop-down. Let's left-click on the Browse Templates option. The Select Template window appears. In the Templates folder, let's find the AutoCAD template. Let's double left-click on the AutoCAD template icon. Now let's unfold the Customize Quick Access Toolbar drop-down blind by clicking on its icon. Let's left-click on the Workspace option. We can now see an information box indicating what the current workspace is. Let's unfold this drop-down blind with a left click. Here we see the 2D and 3D workspaces that AutoCAD comes with by default, plus the one we started in the T209 tutorial. Let's left-click on Save Current As. In the Save Workspace window, let's type a name for a more customized 2D and 3D space. Here I'll use my email as the name for the new workspace. Then we'll left-click on Save. Let's drop down the Workspace drop-down blind again with a left click. Now let's left-click on the Workspace Settings option. Let's unfold this blind so that the name of our newly created space appears in the information box. Let's choose our space with a left click. Let's leave the check mark in the checkbox of our new workspace. Now we'll leave a dot in the Automatically Save Workspace Changes exclusion box. Let's left-click on Save.
Let's display the Customize Quick Access Toolbar drop-down again. Let's left-click Show Menu Bar. Now let's left-click on Tools. Next, let's place the cursor over the Toolbars option and move it to the right over the AutoCAD option waterfall window. Here are the main toolbars to incorporate into our custom 2D and 3D workspace. From here, I'll show you how to build my powerful custom 2D, 3D interface. Let's start by left-clicking on the Drawing Order option. When we request a toolbar, it will generally appear around the edges of the drawing area. To move a toolbar, hover over the drag points. You can press and drag the bar to the desired place, then release it and leave it there. By repeating this procedure we could add the rest of the toolbars. But there is a shortcut. Shortcut. Let's hover over an icon in the recently added bar. The shortcut consists of right-clicking on one of the icons. Let's add the drawing order, annotation to front. Using the shortcut, let's place the following bars in the drawing area and in a column, to accommodate later. Group. Inquiry. Layers. Modeling. Modify. When the bars are developed vertically, the drag points are at the top end of the bars. Orbit. When a bar is developed horizontally, the traction points will be on the left, even when the bar is inside a line.
Render. Smooth mesh. Solid editing. Standard. Surface editing. But suppose we don't want this last toolbar. So, I'll close it from its closing cross. UCS. View. Visual styles. walk and fly. Workspaces. If you don't find this bar after clicking, look for it near the familiar workspace drop-down blind. Although eventually I add a few more bars, these will be enough. Now let's move these bars so that they are anchored to the profile of the drawing area, in rows and columns. We'll drag the bars from their traction points, until the rectangle representing them is partially superimposed on the drawing area and the outer area. In this way, we will create lines or columns in which the bars are neatly arranged. When a row or column already exists, we will try to superimpose the rectangle completely on top of them. Although both the toolbars I've chosen and their very location are completely arbitrary, I would recommend that you try to play the settings. It could be very helpful to have a common arrangement or configuration when watching other videos in my collection. Let's continue arranging the toolbars. And here we have our well-known workspace tool, with the same functions, but in the form of a toolbar. Many tools in this list of toolbars that we have just placed are not available as icons in the source interface, which justifies their availability in our interface. And although many tools did appear available as icons in the source interface, they were 1 or 2 clicks away, or hidden inside folding shutters. Clearly, having them just 1 click away will save us time. However, if we still want to take the time to search for them by typing their commands in the command line, we can do that too. Let's speed up this stretch a bit. And finally, the last of our bars. So we have finished placing all the bars of our personalized workspace. Let's review the workspace once again. Everything looks fine. Let's click OK. There is still some work to be done to finish the customization. But let's see it in the much shorter tutorial, T211 AutoCAD Customization and Status Bar. See you soon.
That easy.